Ashok Belani ji, the star alumnus turnaround specialist. And when someone tells me that you increase the turnover by fivefold in just 6 years, it is something, like you are reading some magic stories kind of thing. So it is great interacting with you. And Shri Ajay Rathore ji, our director in charge MNIT, Professor Lal
Thank you, sir.
and A.K. Vyas ji, Monica Sharma ji, the head of Department of Management Studies, all friends and relatives of late Professor Avdesh Bhardwaj ji, and dear friends. Glad to be here today to see Department of Mechanical Engineering, Department of Management Studies, and MNIT Innovation and Incubation Center coming together in association with Professor Avdesh Bhardwaj Educational Society in organizing this third Professor Avdesh Bhardwaj Memorial Lecture. And I'm very happy to know that first two lectures were also delivered by very eminent faculties on Industry 4.0 and also employment prospects for engineers in petroleum sector. And today we are having a lecture by an industry specialist, Mr. Ashok Belani, on changing face of Indian automotive. And a great part of this lecture is that he is one of the star alumni and also a professional of great repute. And it's not every day that we listen to the speakers of your esteemed Belani ji. So a very, very warm welcome to you. And regarding Professor Avdesh Bhardwaj ji, as people tell me, a great motivator, innovator, and multifaceted, smiling personality. And that day, Monica ji was telling me that anyone who has come in the contact with Professor Avdesh Bhardwaj ji will cherish very high regard and memories about him. And it is glad that this educational society, which had been formed under his name, is doing a great service by providing grocery and clothing to the needy ones, organizing these kind of lectures, and also promoting the cause of entrepreneurship in Rajasthan. He has made a lot of significant contributions for the growth of MNIT. MNIT, dear friends, I feel very proud to say that I am associated with MNIT, and it's a great institution. 35th NIRF ranking, 17th India Today ranking in engineering institutions in the country, and Ministry of Education placing a great faith in MNIT by giving responsibility of entire CSAB, CCMT, CCMN, DASA for all the 31 NITs, 26 triple ITs, and 29 GSTIs. It speaks about the great potential of MNIT. I was basically just few days back on 15th of convocation, 11th October, I was in MNIT Jaipur, where we handed over more than 2,000 degrees to the graduating students. And I was so happy to see the teamwork and enthusiasm which the faculty had in delivering not only making the engineers, but also contributing to the cause of R&D, the technology management, and also interinstitutional developing and learning mechanism. So MNIT really is doing great. And it was a particular pleasure in interaction with Mr. Ajay Rathore. And let me tell you, Mr. Ajay Rathore is a person who is wholeheartedly for the alumni cause. In the morning, like when I was discussing with Mr. Lal Bhargav, he told me that we have 25,000 alumni strength, Belani ji. And assuming a career average of 25 years, that means we have 25,000 into 25, that is about 6 lakh plus man years of industry experience and wisdom in our alumni. And now, basically, it will be resting with people like Mr. Ajay Rathore to make use of this industry experience for the growth of country and also for the growth of MNIT. Ajay ji is having very good plans for related with alumni cause. Like number one, what we were discussing is that since the technologies are changing very fast, every year some online course of 3 days duration for all alumni, where MNIT speaks about the various trends, the various theories, and various technologies which are coming up. And in that, we also invite people like Mr. Ashok Belani, who come and interact with the alumni and give them updates as to what are the things which are changing. And also, Mr. Rathore is working on a concept of starting the awards for alumni again. I think it was some 10 years back when we stopped giving these awards. And now he is again revitalizing it and developing the awards for distinguished alumni, outstanding service awards, and the young alumni awards, etc. And as I understand, Ajay Rathorji, our target is 25th of December. When
That's true, sir. That is true, sir. We'll do it. With your guidance and blessing, we'll do it.
That will be a very good gesture, and that inspires and motivates our alumni to really contribute to the cause of MNIT and for the cause of the country. And since Belani will be talking about the changing faces, Belani, I am fascinated the way the education is changing today. In fact, there are some 4 very clearly emerging trends, like technical education and research, which was to take place in next 10 years, has taken place in last 1 year, and it is irreversible. And now people are not just talking of the degrees, they are talking of lifelong learnings. And I am told that this year, the Harvard Business School will be giving more degrees on online, in fact, on online teaching, than the brick and mortar degrees. That means the trend will be that slowly and slowly the online classes and degrees will be coming more and more. And another challenge which has come across to institutions like MNIT and also to the teaching fraternity is the new education policy, where the aim is that India should emerge as a Vishwaguru and should set the world standards. In fact, when we talk of NEP, I'll discuss it for a few minutes because this is where basically our future will lie. When we talk of NEP, then we talk of some 33 crore students and 1.1 crore teachers on which this NEP is focusing. And it also focuses on 7,000 plus engineering colleges, which basically induct 21 lakh students in intake every year. And also basically how the IITs, NITs, and triple ITs will be changing. And NEP is also laying the foundation for Education 4.0, where the concepts artificial intelligence, machine learning, virtual reality, etc., are being introduced. Belani, we have basically 2 challenges emerging out to us as a country. Number one is when we talk of top 200 QS ranking institution universities, we in India have only 3 institutions. But if we go with the population of that, we are 17.7% of the world population, then at least 35 of our universities should be forming the part of this 200 QS ranking universities. That is basically one challenge which is emerging for institutions like MNIT. And another thing is when it comes to writing the scientific papers, we are the 3rd largest in the world whose professors contribute to some 5.13% of the research papers of the entire world. A very impressive number. But the unfortunate part for us in the institution is that 70% of the research, it takes birth in the libraries and dies in the libraries. When it comes to the conversion of these research papers into the patents or industry models, then our success ratio is very less. So maybe with the help of alumni like you, we will be able to improve upon these kind of performance parameters on patents, innovations, and product developments. The world, of course, is changing very, very fast. And during convocation also, when I was talking to the graduating students, I told them that Michio Kaku, the leading technology forecaster of the world. 5 years back, he was just wondering. He said, internet is there, the technology is there, everything is there. Why still the people are going to the offices? Why is it that the malls are still full? Why is it that people are still going to the hospitals? And we are just wondering that some disruption has to take place. And it came in the shape of the COVID, and exactly the same kind of things which we were expecting that happened. And Ajay Rathorji, incidentally, I happened to listen to his another talk only yesterday. And
Yes, sir.
he asked him that whatever you had forecasted has come true. So what will happen next? He has to tell some very interesting things. Like what he is saying is, of course, one area is directly pertaining to Ashok Belani ji, where he told about that automobiles will become robots and robots will become automobiles with self-diagnostic, self-parking and all those kind of things, which you will be discussing in further details. Then another thing which he says is, Ajayji, where you have to be really very careful in future is he says that in future the students will be wearing the contact lenses and just on the blink they will go online. That means no memorization. That means you will not have any measures to know whether he has memorized, he has understood, or he is just downloading the concepts from Google. So challenge for the teaching faculties. He says that computer chips will be costing less than a penny. They will be cheaper than even the garbage and even cheaper than the scrap papers. And he says computer chips will be everywhere and nowhere. And also it will be basically like emerging of classes like robo doctors and robo lawyers, where on the press of a button, they will be able to tell you any law pertaining to any country in any language. And another very interesting development where again institutions like MNIT will have to be very careful in monitoring is that 2 years back, scientists have been able to download and upload the memories of the brain. And that downloading and uploading really means that it will be a death of internet. And it will be something like brain net, which will be coming, where instead of zeros and ones, possibly the memories, emotions, mental dictations, they will be forming the basis of all these computations and interpretations. And also, like we engineers will have to learn the way the biotechnologies will work, like the human body shops are emerging, where body cells will be developing bones, then windpipes and all human organs, and with no fear of rejection. That means engineers will be becoming doctors and the doctors will be becoming engineers. And another interesting development which we are seeing is it says it will be the death of middleman. 30% of the businesses will close. The organizations like Amazon, Airbnb, Uber, etc., basically have grown because they have created a situation like a digitized middleman. So a lot of changes coming. And of course, like he says, automobiles will be your doctors, they will be basically our pathfinders, they will be able to enable us multitasking and all those kind of things. So to sum up, I must say, Belaniji, I very eagerly look forward for a lecture from you on transformations in automobile industry, because these transformations will take place not only in automobiles, but they will also take place in engineering institutions like MNITs. They will also impact a lot of learning on professionals like us. So my compliments again to MNIT, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Management, MIIC, and Aveshji Educational Society. Great initiative and my best wishes. And I look forward for a very interesting talk by Shri Ashok Belani ji. And I also wish that on 25th of December, when Ajay Rathore ji declares the list of that distinguished alumni, then you will be one of them with the kind of stature and contributions which you have made for MNIT. So thank you very much. Best wishes. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful